Hey folks, Levi here once again. Hey guys, welcome back to another video. I'm sorry I haven't done a video in a while. Okay, my last video was on April 28th, and I'm sorry about that, y'all. I just been busy with work lately. Just been busy working a lot more hours, and at Arby's, my job at Arby's, because we've been understaffed there, so, you know, I've been having to work a lot. That's why I don't have any time to do any videos. So, you know, I'm sorry about that, guys. But anyway, still continuing my Superman marathon, and right now we are on the Superman animated reviews on my channel. That's where I'm on that right now. Sorry, I can't barely speak. Haven't been on YouTube for at least 1 week, I think, but I know. It's all for the delayed video, guys. But anyway, continue my Superman anime reviews. We're getting to the next one. This film was, of course, direct-to-video, and it came out in 2013. And this is definitely better than Superman Brainiac Attacks. It does have Brainiac in it as the villain. It's definitely better than that, in my opinion. And of course, the 2013 superhero film that is called Superman Unbound. Yes, really cool poster there. I like that. This movie, I'll tell you right now, this was awesome. I really enjoyed this film. This was very entertaining and fun. Had a really good story to it. I enjoyed it all the way through. I thought it was awesome. You know, I love this movie. Definitely really good. And I like that they have Supergirl in here as well. That was cool to see her. So if you didn't like the Supergirl movie, if you want to see her in a better movie, just check this out then. I definitely recommend it. But really awesome movie. Okay, let's get into the review. So, this film is based on the 2008 comic book, Superman Brainiac. It is based on this comic book right here, which I've never read. It does have a lot to do with the plot of the movie, so, because like I said, DC, with their animated films, they tend to stick to the comics, and they do pretty well with that, you know, I think, in my opinion, of sticking to the comics, you know, of the story of the films. They just, I think, pick a comic book for one of the characters or whatever, or characters, you know, like Batman or Superman, Justice League, and they pick it out and probably choose to make a movie out of it, and they do pretty good at it, I think. It was directed by James Tucker and scripted by Bob Goodman. It is the 16th film in the DC Universe animated original film series, and is directed as a loose sequel to Superman Batman Apocalypse, which won't be reviewing that anytime soon. Includes Supergirl as the main character. So I guess she was in Superman Batman Apocalypse. I've never seen that movie. The film sneak previews included with Batman The Dark Returns Part 2, and then Justice Gods Among Us, which, of course, is these have I have it on PS4 now. And Dark Knight Returns Part 2, awesome movie. So that came out the same year. This also came out the same year as Man of Steel. Yeah, as Man of Steel, and they also have the trailer for Man of Steel on here as well. The voice cast of the movies, you have Matt Boomer as Kal-El, Clark Kent, Superman. You have Stanek Kiddick as Lois Lane. John Noble as Brainiac. Well, I like John Noble up. I think this guy also voiced Scarecrow in Batman Arkham Knight. Yeah, so Molly Quinn as Cora Zarel, Supergirl. D.H. Bader as Steve Lombard. Alexander Cole as Jimmy Olsen. Frances Conroy as Martha Kent. Stephen Root as Sorrel. I think that was the father of Supergirl and Superman's uncle. Jason Pegg as Terrace Leader. Wade Williams as Perry White. Alright. The movie is written by James Tucker, produced by James Tucker and Alan Burnett. Screenplay is by Bob Goodman. It's based on Superman Brainiac by Jeff Collins, who I don't seen him before. Yeah. This guy who wrote that Superman comic, awesome job he did. Yeah. And he was also a producer of some superhero movies like Green Lantern, which I like that movie, starring Ryan Reynolds, sue me, but it's not about that. Batman vs. Superman, Dawn of Justice, Suicide Squad, Wonder Woman, Justice League, Shazam, Birds of Prey, Aquaman, and Wonder Woman 84, and he wrote the screenplay for that. So he's worked with DC for a while, I guess. And the music is by Kevin Klitsch. The soundtrack is by Al Jean. It's edited by Christopher D. Lunks. It's distributed by Warner Home Video. It was released May 7th, 2013, and it's 75 minutes long. The running time for the movie. Yeah, 75 minutes. Not a very long movie. Alright, and the plot synopsis, what the film is about. Sorry. Alright, well, Superman Unbound. So pretty much the story of this film is that with the help of Supergirl, Superman goes up against a Brainiac, who has been wreaking havoc across the universe by destroying planets and stealing cities. With Brainiac now on Earth, Superman must do all in his power to stop him, and of course, team up with his cousin Supergirl to stop Brainiac, who has a plan to. Not only does he take planets because he wants to be a supreme intellect, but he basically steals planets. That's what Brainiac does. So Superman has, stopped him from, of course, stealing Metropolis, and of course, not only just stealing the city and taking it away, taking his home away, but also has to stop him from, trying to kill everybody on Earth and, just stop him, period. That's the plot in that show for you about Superman Unbound, so, yeah. Alright, well, before I get to the movie itself, let me get some more real quick. Yeah. Oh, and guys, I should say tomorrow is my birthday, so hopefully my next video I'll probably see birthday pickups. So yeah, tomorrow I'm turning 28, so getting close to 30. Yeah. But anyway, so what's Superman Unbound? So let's get to it. Alright. I always keep the film on Wikipedia just in case I forget things. The film pretty much opens. I do like the opening credits. Very nice. It's kind of purple black in there, the credits. It's very nice, and I like the music score. And pretty much, I guess you have these terrorists who pretty much kidnap Lois Lane. Well, you see these cops going after these terrorists. They have Lois Lane. They have her. I guess they kidnap her. Maybe they rob her a place. I guess Lois offered herself as a hostage. They take her in a plane. And I like that Lois Lane, typical Lois Lane of always putting herself in danger just for the story. Lois Lane usually does that. And, kind of crack wise jokes all the time. She does that a couple times. This movie, when it has the humor, it's funny. And here Lois Lane is all out. She's cracking up jokes and saying stuff. And like, they said, well, Superman went here, and he's like, what did you forget? He's like, look, the other one. And of course, this is where they introduce Supergirl. Supergirl shows up. They're trying to like shoot a machine gun. Now remember, she has the same powers as Superman for being his cousin. And she tries to shoot. They try to shoot Supergirl. It doesn't work. She like grabs her guns away. One tries to shoot her. She like the back of the helicopter. She hits she punches the back of the wing like this, and it breaks. These guys until they're flying into the water. Then she gets one of the bad guys. She just flicks him like that. Takes him down. Some awesome fights. And he's like, no, she's not alone. And he's like, Superman, here we're going to negotiate. He's got a gun on Lois's head. I was like, Superman, it's about time you show Miss Lane, hello. And don't forget, even Lois puts her seatbelt on, and Superman has the plane right in his hand. He's like, I'm going to negotiate. Superman's like, really? And then he just has the plane, and he throws it back, and the guy falls in the water. Saves Lois, and Superman talks to Cora. He's like, Cora, what the hell was that? I'm like, surprised I never really heard Superman cuss that much, but Superman was like, Clark, what the hell was that? Well, those are bad people, Kal-El. They were attacking them, but like, can you not be so aggressive? I'm like, don't tell me what to do, I'm older than you. Well, yeah, on Kendor you are, but here on Earth, not really. Not really, but he's like, you need to, be careful. Look at Einstein, his theories. So who's Einstein? Look up Earth's history, just get that done. It's like, maybe you ought to do the same thing. What is that supposed to mean? Like, Superman's like, excuse me? He's like, we had a history too. She nearly almost, he was like, our Kandor planet, it was taken away, it was just taken away. She was from Kandor, and that's how she came to Earth. Basically she was trapped her ship was trapped in a black hole when she got to Earth where Superman helped her. And of course, while training her, I'm sure they can't for him to use her powers. And she's about to tell him something, she's like, no, never mind, forget it. And anyway, Clark shows up in his office, and of course Lois knows that he's Superman. Of course, they're in a relationship. They have these big arguments in here, though, that he's like, well, we can't let people know that I'm with you, Clark. It's like, we can't know because because Lois, I gotta worry about you. Like, you can't worry about me all the time. Don't worry about me all the time. I'm okay, Clark. They kind of argue a bit. Meanwhile, I do like it though when I forget this character's name, but he's very muscular, very big guy who tries to flirt with women out there. He tries to flirt with Lois, and while watching his football game on Clark's computer, Clark sees this and uses heat vision, and he's like, oh my, sorry, the chair broke, which I thought that was funny. And while they're arguing, though, meanwhile, a meteor is headed toward Earth, and as Clark sees this, Lois is like, we'll talk later. Go. And, he flies to see what this meteor is. And you find out the meteor is actually a robot. It's basically what you would call a probe or scout, whatever. And then pretty much the robot comes out of it. Yeah, this is a scene right here where the robot comes out of it and starts attacking Superman. Superman has a fight with it. It has this kind of reminds me of Come in Peace with Dolph Lundgren, where it's like a string or something that comes down and tries to attack your head like this. This robot tries to attack Superman, and of course, it just says Superman's like, that hurt. And he grabs him, rolls him around, Superman, fist cuffs a bit. Superman eventually just grabs the robot and takes it out. He's about to transmit or something, or blow. Superman's like, no! And he grabs it, grabs the robot's heart out and just crushes it. It's like, not here, you're not. Then, of course, he takes it back to the Fortress of Solitude. But anyway, I think Cora sees this, where she's on the kid form, she's got these glasses and this brown wig on, which I'm like, really? I thought that was a bit too silly. I'm like, come on, she can still have her blind. All she needs to do is just tie up her hair and put her glasses on. She did that that's in the Supergirl show. She does that, roll her hair up a bit and act a little clumsy, not saying on the farm, but I'm like, I don't think she really need to have her disguise on the farm if nobody's there to see her. But as Superman is, but when Cora sees this and the Daily Planet publishes it, this triggers a memory, and Cora starts to get scared, and she gets mad. The Daily Planet goes to visit them. The bulky guy tries to flirt with her, and Appears like, you chased her away! Which I thought was funny. Anyway, then she goes to visit Superman at the Fortress of Solitude. Superman's like, he's not going to attack. The robot's disabled, he's pretty much dead. And then Cora starts telling Superman the story of Kendor, what happened, that of course Brainiac showed up. This is pretty much right here, you can see right here in this picture, this is Brainiac, I'll say his ship. She tells him that him and his robots, his probes, they came to attack. it's almost like watching the Terminator, the Terminator films, but except these robots don't shoot or kill you. Instead, they have like this string that comes out of them. They grab you. When you see them, they string you. It's like the string just goes right through your head, and it's just blood squibs. I'm like, wow, this film has blood squibs. I'm like, wow, that was cool. Yeah, it does definitely have the sequence of its violence and action in the film. It's the blood squibs. And she tells him that her parents were at Kendor, but it happened about 30 years ago. But anyway, it's like a big bubble. Like Brainiac shit turns the place into the bubble, and it grabs it. It's like he basically, what Brainiac does is collect wolves. That's what he does, She tells him that he was a scientist who showed himself to cybernetic and genetic enhancements, and of course calls himself Brainiac, the superior intellect, And of course, Kendall lost contact with Krypton after being taken by Brainiac's ship. Superman fears that more will come, so Superman decides to fly through he makes a decision to fly through the galaxy, hugs Cora and tells her it's okay, but then tells her, in case Brainiac is deciding to attack more, because basically what the probe does is they search the planet and see if Brainiac should go and attack it. I guess he sends his probes out to see if he can, if this planet has intellect, basically intelligence, life that he can, grab. So Superman fears that, so he tells Lois that he's going, and they have more talk. It's like, why you always gotta be protective over me, and why can't people let that I'm not Clark Kent? Because somebody figured out Clark Kent, he's afraid for his safety because of his enemies, because he's Superman, and he has, a lot of foes, and he's just afraid for his safety. He's like, don't worry about me, Clark, I can handle myself. He's like, well, I'm leaving for a good couple of days, Superman, of course, goes on the ship and ends up on Brainiac's ship. Well, he's about to capture another city. Superman shows up to help the city out. I liked it that when he came to the one behind the ropes, like this, he just crushes his head. He's crushing them, fighting them, which is awesome. Apparently, he tries to attack the Brainiac ship. He tries to attack it and stop him, but punching it is like punching an electric charge, or kind of an electric fence, but really powerful. And he can't punch enough. Superman is just knocked out for a bit until the ship grabs him and starts testing on him. Superman is able to get out. He able to take them down. He's like, not me, you're not testing on me. And Superman flies around. He has to fight like this. I would say it's like a pig beast that he has to take on. Just to bite and snap at Superman. Superman punches it out. And eventually he meets Brainiac himself, telling, I am everything and you are nothing. I am Brainiac, the super intelligent, Basically what he does is collect worlds. We also find out that, he has like a collection of worlds, in a room where he basically keeps people that are different beings from different planets. He keeps them in their city, like in a cage almost, in a glass cage, where he keeps prisoners, where if the prisoners talk back or they don't obey, Brainiac will send these little robots like to watch over them to basically shock you to death, or if you talk, so basically they're prisoners, slaves, you can say, he keeps them as. He tries to fight Brainiac himself, Superman does, but Brainiac is able to handle, Brainiac's he's green, he's big, he's not the Hulk, but he's got all these machines and wires on his head, and Superman tries to take him out, punch him, but Brainiac's able to stop his punch and grab Superman, knock him down. They fight a little bit, but he's able to get Superman down. He's able to take Superman down. He's like, well, now I'm going to go after your Earth. It's like, I didn't need you, but you're Kryptonian. I didn't need to attack Krypton. No need to that. No intelligence on that. Just didn't want to waste my time. and he found out about Earth. He's like, well, thank you, Superman. You gave me an opportunity. And he put Superman in Kandor. Superman tries to fight back, tries to get out, but of course they have an artificial red sun, which under red sun, Superman has no powers. He basically meets his uncle Zor-El and Aunt Laura, who are Kara's, Supergirl's parents. I forgot to mention those were a scene where Supergirl, she's trying to handle some of the stuff, fight some of Metropolis while Superman is gone. She fights these, sex traffickers or whatever, slave traffickers, whatever you want to call them, in Russia or whatever, and they try to fight with her, and Supergirl's able to take them out. Lois Lane sort of was like, you need to protect this place. She's like, well, I'm doing my best, and she tries to, talk to Lois a little bit about what she's been through, and Lois is like, well, at least you show your emotion side, Superman doesn't really much. But also the scene where she calls Supergirl, she uses, since Superman is Jimmy's pal, he has a watch, which is a noise to call her, and when Jimmy sees her, he's like, oh, look at Supergirl. He's like, Jimmy, just go, sure, I'll keep this quiet. But after their little talk, and meanwhile on Kandor and Brainiac's ship, Superman talks to them and says they don't age well. And Superman is like, well, now you're talking to me, and these robots come down, and if you start to talk back to them, what Superman does, they give Superman a shock. Anyway, when he meets his uncle Zor-El and his aunt, he just has a little dinner with them, talk about Kara, and saying that they can't talk about Brainiac, say something, but they also explain to him that Brainiac was instructed to learn that all that. Basically, it's knowledge that Brainiac is after. It's basically knowledge. He wants to have all the knowledge. He wants to be the supreme intellect in the galaxy, so he needs all the knowledge he wants. And his knowledge of the world would, it would become outdated. So of course he has to move on to the next world, just to become the supreme intellect. Just keep moving on from that. Brainiac sometimes he does kill other planets, and not only collects them, but does kill planets or keeps them hostage or keeps them as prisoners. And of course, he also found out that the Kindors themselves, they don't age. 30 years went by, they don't age. So when you're trapped in a prisoner on Brainiac's ship, you never age. Superman comes up with a plan. He punches the brick. He punches the bricks on the ground. He punches the ground, and he's bleeding a bit on his hand. He's like, "Come on down here! Come!" And they're and the robots come down. Superman's able to take them out, though. Superman eventually is able to get back on Brainiac's ship and take down Brainiac himself and takes Kandor back to him on Earth and goes back to Earth while Brainiac decides to go head over and to take over Earth. I forgot to mention, Lois Lane also informs the Pentagon of what's going to happen, so the military is probably going to get ready to fight Brainiac. Brainiac and his ship shows up. Everyone is just shocked. All the robots come. They do kill one man. Start attacking people. Superman comes down, starts flying, and starts taking them out. So we see, him and Supergirl fighting, teaming up, and then they see this. But despite their best efforts, and to get on the ship, which they can't because of the electric charge on it, they can't really attack his ship. But he's able to create the big bubble and grab, around Metropolis and grab it, including Lois Lane. And Superman's like, tries to, he's not going to give up. But he tends to, Earth doesn't mean nothing to him, they're just savages, and eventually Superman tries to attack him, and, he's got Superman tied up, when Superman, brain's like, it's like these wires are hurting his brain, and it's like, why do you care for this Earth so much? tell out, Superman. They're just savages. They're pointless. They're not even worth living. Your passion for these humans just makes me sick. And, I like it when Lois Lane is hearing this. She's like right there at the Daily Planet window. And, she does this to Brainiac. Gives him the finger, 2 fingers, and he's like, and Superman's like, Earth is we're my home. It's my home. It's my heart. It's my strength. And then Superman breaks out. And of course, him and Brainiac fight a bit. He breaks free. Then of course, they're doing experiments on specimen on Supergirl because he wants to keep him as specimen will kill Superman. But Superman breaks out, like I said, and he saves Supergirl. They're able to get out. He's able to pick up Brainiac and throw him down the wall, or he throws him like down I don't know what you would call it, like a hole or something, like go to hell. It was awesome to hear Superman. When after he throws, kind of like Return of the Jedi, for instance. When Darth Vader throws Darth Sidious, into the electric at the end of the tunnel. And then Superman says to Brainiac, "Wait a minute, you never left this ship, have you? No need for me to do that. I need to stay here. This is where I belong." Superman takes the fight to basically a swamp, and him and Brainiac in the air start fighting, and land to the swamp, and they start, fisticuffs starts happening. Brainiac, nearly wants to kill Superman, choking him, and then, like Superman, he has super hearing, he can hear everything, and he's not used to this, so he starts freaking out, because remember, Zero, Koro's father telling him about that he can't, that the intellect will eventually go away, and he doesn't know how to control it here. He starts hearing sounds and starts freaking out. Brainiac starts like, "What's that? I can't control. What's that? I can't control." Superman's like, "Yeah, that's the earth. This is what you're hearing. Children cry, the highway. You can't control it. When Brainiac is in a situation right now on his ship, he's out on his ship, so he can't control anything. He's on an intellect right here on Earth. So when he's basically on, he's just weak. He ends up in mud. He's like, all that bacteria, bugs and stuff getting on you, nastiness getting on you, and he freaks out. He's about to destroy Earth, by having one of, I forgot to mention, Brainiac's ship has a missile. It's about to blow up the Earth. But Kora is able to stop. I forgot to mention there's a military that fights in here too. They try to fight off Brainiac's robots. But anyway, unless I forget to mention stuff, sorry. Koro destroys the missile, and eventually Brainiac starts, and he freaks out, and he, of course, pretty much, I won't say dies, but it's just, like a computer, he's just destroyed. Not dead. He comes into a little shape, and Superman's like, "Welcome to Earth." He takes his shape back to the Forces of Solitude, kind of just keep him a prisoner, as you can say. He's just multi-machinery, because remember, Brainiac is not a man, he is a machine. So, like a machine, he's just destroyed, but he can be repaired, again, if necessary. Then Superman and Supergirl, they get Metropolis back, out of the bubble, they get it out of there, and they also do the same thing with Kid O'Reilly. It was also nice to see Supergirl, to see her reunite with her parents after 30 years, them giving each other a hug. That was sweet. And Superman decides that, he should, now that he loves Lois, and like, what, Lois, he hugs her, and it comes in as Clark Kent, gives her a kiss, and he's like, "I'm glad people know we're together now." The bogey guy says, "I knew they were together." Oh, hush. And right for everybody, he decides, "You know what, Lois Lane?" Gets out his knee, pulls out a ring, and says, "Lois, will you marry me?" And Lois smiles, and then the movie ends there. So I guess you can say, gives him the idea that sometimes in life, when you meet the love of your life, don't wait, just go for it now. And that's what he does at the end of the movie. And that's Superman Brainiac attacks. And then there's I guess you say post-credit scene where he's in the Forces of Solitude, Brainiac remains glow, indicating that Brainiac still has some degree of power. That Brainiac, even though Superman's got him in the Force of Solitude, you see his shape light up, which means that he's still alive. So, and then the movie just ends there, and that's Superman Unbound. So, alright. I'm in patience on that. Let's see if I can read some quotes real quick. I still got time. Now I'll give my final opinion on the movie. Uh-oh, now flying home when he punches the hole in the robot. Nice outfit. Thanks. If I knew it was going to be abducted, I might have skipped the hills. What the? Plus, there's the other one. Superman's cousin, didn't you hear? No, I didn't hear. You really should read my column. Why does Superman disappear for weeks like this? Maybe there's an angle in it. Does he want to make sure the human race stays self-sufficient, or the other worlds he protects? You mean like he's cheating on us? That's what Jimmy says. Let's play with it. The openness of Superman. Where will she run with us? Must I? Who else am I going to give it to? Kent? He's probably cheating on us too. Please tell us more about Clark. She's having some trouble adjusting to a new world, but she'll be alright. And you... How'd you adjust? Well, for me it was easier. It's the only world I know. I have family and friends, and someone special drive me nuts sometimes. Here, nice to know that the same everywhere. And then, you know, he says that, Zoro says about his bipolar, and there was a, which I thought was funny. Could be the end of the world, Lane. You and me, you want to hook up? And she's like, not a chance. This won't hold you forever. It just needs to hold you long enough. You underestimate me. You underestimate me. You'll die, and your new world will be mine, just like your old world is. You're meaningless compared to me. I am everything. You are nothing but this. You know, Brainiac says. To think that two Kryptonians chose to call this planet home sickens me. What could Earth have possible offered you? Something, Superman, something you wouldn't know anything about. It's my home, my heart. It gives me strength. What's she looking at? Hey, I don't bite. I think you're scared off. She'll be back. They always come back. Kryptonian trash. You have already failed. I am the knowledge and strength of 10,000 worlds. Neither you nor Metropolis will ever leave this ship. Soon I will have Kendor, and then I will destroy your world with a thought. We'll see about that. You will see nothing. You are nothing. A specimen to see. A genius to analyze. Hey, Plaguehead. You talk too much. I figured that you know, I find that highly unlikely. You never leave this ship. There's no need. There's no need. Everything I require is here. My uncle was right. You've got a bug. Very well, Kryptonian. I'll humor you. Tell me. Better if I show you. Then he freezes, you know, he uses his freeze spell, which I forgot to mention, you know, there was also scenes where Supergirl and Superman are fighting the robots and using heat vision, which is awesome. You know, when he uses his freeze breath to take him down. No, you may have left Krypton. They may, but you're not anymore. The homeworld got me here faster. That's not fair. Tell Tyson, who? Smart guy, Rose Arrow. Do your homework. Why don't you do yours? The Independence. I have been claiming yours for centuries before you were born. You thought it would help you to disconnect me from my ship? You failed to apprehend. This ship is me, constructed around me, an extension of me. Earth? Forget Earth. It was not special. It had nothing to offer me. I found it redundant. Alright. Yes, the other Kryptonian. I will need at least one, and you may not survive. Now you will see a glimpse of what I am, and how many worlds are feasible. Alright guys, I think I'm gonna stop here. Sorry, I'm just getting tired. Get more tired to read. But anyway, guys, let me give my final opinion on Superman Unbound. 34 minutes in? Okay. Anyway, so my final opinion on this movie is that this movie is awesome. I love Superman Unbound. Really great movie. In my opinion, one of the best Superman animated films. Well, I'll say, in my opinion, right now, this is the best Superman animated film, in my opinion. I know I said it was Superman vs. the Elite, but I definitely would put Superman vs. the Elite second. I don't know, they're both awesome movies to me. And for me, this is one of the best Superman films ever made, along with Superman the movie, Superman 2, the Lester Cut, and Man of Steel. I'll put this up there with that, which both awesome Superman movies that came out same year. But yeah, but Superman Unbound, a lot better than Superman Brainiac Attacks. Even I would say better than Superman Doomsday. A lot better than All-Star Superman. Is it better than Superman vs. the Elite? No, because they both, I think, Superman vs. the Elite and this movie, they're on par with each other, in my opinion. They're both great Superman films. So, yeah, what I liked about it, I liked the story. I thought the story was really good. I thought they introduced Brainiac, that it wasn't, Lex Luthor here telling stupid jokes. The humor of this film worked, and Brainiac didn't need to become a big giant robot, like he did in Superman Brainiac Attacks. He's just, instead we get this awesome creepy ship that he has, and these robots that, these robots that attack people and attack you, have like a string come out of their hands and, just, crush your brain, basically. They don't show that, but I'm sure they probably do crush your brain when grabbing it. And all these, in Superman, all these lines, all these strings coming up, all these wires, evil wires that attack you, and, So this movie definitely goes with the action and stuff and violence. Yeah, it goes with it very good too. Brainiac is an awesome villain. Like that he was trying to be. He's a supreme intellect that Brainiac. Like I said about the character, he is just a machine who collects rolls and and basically kills and sometimes keeps them as prisoners on his ship. But since he is a machine, killing doesn't mean nothing to him. He basically considers that he is the supreme intellect of the galaxy, that all the worlds belong to him and him only. Basically, Brainiac, as you can say, thinks of himself as God, as Superman would say in this film, But he's not. Of course, he is defeated. But Brainiac's a great villain. Superman is awesome in here. The animation is really good. The action is awesome. Superman saying words like "go to hell," or "welcome to Earth," or throwing a bag off a helicopter into the water. Doesn't kill him. But the humor is really good. I like the chemistry between him and Lois Lane, and them trying to figure out their relationship, how they should handle their relationship. That was really good. Him proposing to Lois, that was good. And seeing Supergirl in here, she was awesome. Definitely, they made Supergirl beautiful in here. And yeah, she was an awesome character. She was a badass herself. You tell that they really, as Superman is a Boy Scout, I would call Supergirl a Girl Scout because, she does intend to protect, Earth, and she does, and that's very good. And the animation is good. The story was really good. Of Brainiac coming back, it definitely had, the violence and the action, and it's just so much better done than Superman Brainiac Attacks. This to me is the true Brainiac Attacks, in my opinion. But that's just my opinion, though. But yeah, the movie's awesome. It's only 75 minutes. It goes by at a very good pace, and the story is the story I'm invested in, and it's just very interesting. You get plenty of action with Superman, so you get plenty of good stuff in here. So I can't complain. Any problems? Nothing really. I don't have any issues with them. The humor, like I said, works. The music score is really good. The editing, the fight scenes are really good. The action is awesome. So yeah, very enjoyable, fun movie. Entertaining, really good. It's just an awesome movie in my opinion. I have no issues with this film. I can't think of any. I think this is one of, probably in my opinion, I would say the best, like I said, the best Superman animated film, in my opinion, ever made. Now, maybe that opinion will change. I know it says, but I would say that The Elite will be second. For me. But they're both great. So, so far, better than the early ones, except Superman vs. Elite, because both films are awesome. And my rating for Superman Unbound is, I'm going to give it 5 out of 5 stars, and the thumbs up for Superman Unbound. So Superman Unbound is awesome. Definitely recommend checking it out. If you're a Superman fan like I am, then definitely check it out. Okay. We'll be right back. Alright, for my next Superman review, Alright Alright guys. I'm back, sorry. Alright, we only have 4 more Superman films to go. Only 4 more to go for these animated reviews. And next, I'm going to be reviewing The Death of Superman. Alright. So definitely look forward to that review. Again, tell me in the comments down below this if you've seen Superman Unbound. What do you think about it? Tell me in the comments down below, what do you think of Superman Unbound? Do you love it? Do you hate it? And by the way, I'm sorry. What do you think of... Sorry. What do you think of Superman Unbound? And by the way, guys, tomorrow is my birthday once again. So maybe this Saturday I'll be doing birthday pickups. So, yeah. Guys, have a good day. I hope you enjoyed my review of Superman Unbound. Again, 5 out of 5 stars and a thumbs up. Great movie in my opinion. Love this film. Awesome movie. Definitely check it out if you're a Superman fan. If you haven't seen it, then I highly recommend it. You know. But, if there was any spoilers, or may have been some spoilers in here, if you haven't seen the movie though, don't watch this video. Too late to say that now, but Superman Unbound, awesome movie. Let me know in the comments down below, what do you think of it? And if you've seen it. And guys, I look forward to seeing you in my next video, birthday pickups. And of course, my next Superman review, which is, and like I said, we have 4 more to go, and that will be The Death of Superman. So, it's kind of like Superman Doomsday, but they kind of redo it over again. Yeah. But we'll get into that when we get there. But, guys, I hope you enjoyed my review of Superman Unbound. Thanks for watching. Like, comment, and subscribe. And I'll see you in the next one. Thank you for watching. Bye-bye. Bye.